Okay, first things first, I'm tired because I've been doing this introduction for like 20 minutes. Ugh. Another thing is, if you're new to my channel, kindly please do subscribe because anyways, welcome to my channel, you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today. So we're just gonna get direct to what the video is about. So I did a question and answer on my Instagram, and you guys asked a lot of questions about studying abroad, about the process, what you're expecting, the gist of it all. So I'm just gonna be answering the questions today, so be sure to stay till the end of the video. And if you haven't watched my previous videos, as much as they are embarrassing, friends, do you know I was just talking about men on this YouTube, and now that I'm getting older, it makes me want to delete those videos, but then money. Okay, so we're just gonna get direct into it. Can a student pay his or her fees while working and studying abroad? So as a student, first of all, you need to know that we don't work Monday to Sunday. We just work a limited number of hours. Okay, we work 20 hours in a week. 20 hours in a week, let's say you're getting 10 pounds per hour or $10, whatever. That means in a week that's 200. In a month that's gonna be around 800. So that 800 will only cover your rent, and that's even barely the rent, because rent is like 100,000 Kenya shillings and whatnot. So if you get 800, that's probably gonna go to your transport, to your food, and leave just a small amount for rent, because rent is really expensive. That's why I tell people, like, when you're coming to study abroad, try and get the schools zenye ziko huko kijijini, so that at least cost of living iko kidogo, you won't have to spend so much money on rent nini. So when you're coming here, tafuta shule ziko outside, and then after your study period, utahama sasa to the city to come and look for a job. You get? So the money that you get as working as a student, it's so impossible to cover your school fees, not unless sasa ukuje, you break the rules and start working like more than 20 hours as a student. That's the only way you're gonna manage to pay your fee. But again, it's not good to break your rules, because that's an immigration problem, fam. You can get back to your country as fast as possible. So it's quite impossible to pay your fee using the money that you earn as a student. So I do suggest that when you're coming from wherever you're coming from, you have your finances sorted first. You have a plan on how you're going to pay your school fees, so that when you get here, you're not really stressed about paying your school fees, you're not stressed about working extra hours, because the fact that you don't have your fees paid, it won't even give you like a good mental environment. No, it won't give you like a peaceful time when you're trying to study. You'll just be worried about, how am I gonna pay my fee, when am I gonna get a job. So I do suggest that if you're planning to come and study abroad, plan how you're gonna pay your fee while you're still at home, so that when you come here, the school fee is not gonna be your problem. You're just gonna be working to get money to sustain you through the month, and you're not working to like pay a whole amount of fee, get. So don't depend on working as a student to pay your fees, not unless you come and break the rules, which you might have to if you're really depending on this work to pay your fee, and it's gonna cause you some immigration problems, likely. But some people don't get caught. That's the thing. Another question is, I have to pay the whole school fees at once when I get accepted to study abroad. So thing is, no, you don't have to pay the whole amount. You just pay a decent amount first, and then the rest you're gonna finish it when you come to the UK. So I think it's 30-70%. I think you pay 30, the rest 70 you'll come finish, or you pay 70, the rest 30 you'll come finish. So you pay a good, like, if your fee is, let's give an example of mine. Mine was like 2 mil. I had to pay 1.2 down. Okay, so I had to pay 1.2 when I was in Kenya, and then Is the rest 800 or 750 or something, you just come and pay ukifika abroad. Okay, so this remaining amount yenye utakuja ulipe abroad, like bado hiyo salary yako haita cover, itabidi umejifinya sana, and then it will just mess with your head. Trust me, it will mess with your head. Do they take bank statements? Hey, do they take bank statements seriously? I'm an PR too. So another thing is they do take bank statement quite seriously. Like that's another reason unaweza kosa your visa. So if your agent tells you like antaka bank statement ya 2.5, just try and do that, because when you're doing the visa process, all they want to know is this person financially able to take care of themselves once they get abroad. They don't want like you get to their country and start, you know, being dependent on the government. Taki uanze tena kuteseka ukifika huko. So they just want to know like kama uko capable of taking care of yourself ukifika huko. So in fact, when you're doing this visa process, try as much as possible the bank statement part ikwe poa, because all these people are just looking for money. They're just looking for money. So when they say you have a lot of money, that means this person can go abroad, study, take care of themselves without disturbing people who go watu anze kuwachangia and whatnot. So they just want to see that you're financially able. So the bank statement, take it as seriously as possible, because that can be the reason unanyimwa visa. Hey, visa. Okay? Hey, na nimeanza kukua serious. Acha mkufu kweli. Anyway, so I'm just gonna be how much is living expenses monthly and how many jobs can support that? So in a month, I'm just gonna do this in Kenya shillings. In a month, so rent, food, transport, nini, budget 150,000, 200,000 just to cover you. Plus, you know, the economy in Kenya is doing so bad right now. Like, I think a pound is trading in 160s and above. And the time I came to the UK, pound ilikuwa ina trade at 151 Kenya shillings. And right now it's 160 plus. So that means Kenyan money itakuwa uko 200k just to barely survive. Like ufike kazi, ufike shule, you eat, you pay your rent, just 200k. And just so you know, like when you already pay your school fees, like school fees has already taken 1.8 million uko. Every other month, just know you have like 100,000 just for rent, transport, utilities for the whole time that you're a student. Okay, so as much as umelipa fee 1.8, also budget for this accommodation for the first few months that you're gonna be in this other country, because you're not guaranteed that you'll get a job, and you're not also guaranteed that vitu zitakuwa too smooth. So at least sort your fee and also sort your accommodation for the first few months. I think hata hizi prices naeka chini sana, because poverty. Anyways, why did I choose the UK and not any other country? Honestly, ilikuwa tu a personal choice. Like I just chose a country that I didn't know anyone, because I was escaping from myself. Sijui kind of makes sense. I think I was sijui kama nilikuwa depressed, nilikuwa na friends issues, nilikuwa tu na so much bugging me. And then you know me, I'm a happy person. Sasa imagine a happy person sasa anze kupata tu some baggage huku na kule. So like I chose a country where I don't know anyone, so that I can start afresh, and that was it. Around how much do you make monthly, and is it enough? I already told you, student, 20 hours a week, roughly 10 pounds per hour, so that will get you to around 800-900 pounds, which is not enough to exist. You're just paying rent, no unalipa transport, no unakula. You're not doing extracurricular activities, all right? Student visa ina take how long? So roughly 90 days, 3 months CV. Once you start your process, the next 3 months you'll be out of that country, as long as your papers are okay. Take the bank statement as seriously as possible. If kama kuna English test nini, but actually this whole story of studying abroad sio ngumu. They're just looking for money. Like if you can afford it, if there's a way you can pay it, if there's a loan you can take it, as long as you have money you will get that visa. And as long as your papers are legit, your bank statement is okay, kama uko na pesa ya kukusustain, you will get that visa. Hata mtu asikudanganye. Just make sure you give the right documents, bank statement sawa, like kila kitu yenye agent anakuuliza upeana. Like make sure course zako, like kama ulifanya business, make sure your Kenya unaendelea nayo kama ni masters, make sure iko related na business. Si ati unatoka business school unaenda medicine. Like make sure kuna some progression. But yeah, so 3 months ukianza to process, 90 days hivi you'll be out. How much is it roughly for a masters, and is it harder to find a job with a Kenyan degree? Masters roughly calculate uko 1.8 uko 1.8 M. And is it hard to find a job with a Kenyan degree? First of all, sisi watu wenye tuko huku tuko na degrees za Kenya, strong ones in fact. But most of the people wenye wanakuja huku actually nika tunakuja tu kutafuta pesa. So to find a job with a Kenyan degree, it's not quite hard. Okay, ni ngumu, let's say ni ngumu. So unahitaji kitu ya huku UK ikucover, una get. So like kufanya masters huku, cause si watu wengi wanatafuta jobs na hizo degrees za back home, cause most of the companies huku hawa recognize. Poleni, my camera ilihita, pata sikumbuki pale tulifika. So I think tulikuwa tunasema the degrees za Kenya kama it's easier to get a job. Not unless you're so good at what you do, like uko na ile skill yenye si kila mtu ako nayo. That's why I keep telling people, like kwanza wenye mnamaliza form 4, like if you really want to come, kuja immediately after form 4 so that you can get into these courses zenye unajua like inahitaji specific skill yenye mtu mwingine hawezi kuwa nayo. Nurses, doctors, watu wa IT, zile vitu zenye an ordinary person hawezi fanya na wewe unaweza fanya. So mnajua hizo jobs, like a job that you need to have a specific skill. So not unless you're very good at what you do, no present papers zako, no uonyeshe you can really do it, ndio wanakutake serious. But mostly hizi business courses tu za kawaida zenye kila mtu anaweza fanya, marketing, business management, like ni lazima uonyeshe hiyo very good ndio wakutake serious. But all in all, kila kitu ni possible, like you just have to try literally. Did you do masters ama a higher degree? Masters. Planning to come to the UK this year for masters. Is it really worthy leaving my business? Okay, so wacheni sasa niwaambie about hii kusoma abroad. The only difficult part yenye itakuwa hard about kusoma abroad is just the first year yenye utakuwa student. Si ati kila kitu ni ngumu, just your time ya wewe kukuwa student na your time yenye uko na financial issues nini, like your time yenye hujamaliza kulipa fee. So the whole 1 year ama 2 years yenye wewe ni student, hizo ndio time unachizi, because you have school work, unataka kufanya a part-time job, labda hujamaliza fee nini. Ndio maana naambia watu, like if your parents are willing and able to pay for your school fees, wacha walipe. Alafu wewe ukuje tu usome, like kazi yako iko tu kusoma, like you don't really have to work ama nini. Ndio maana wale all the rich people ndio ana having fun in all these things, like wanalipa tu fee na kazi yao tu ni kusoma. Like ni kama tu uko Nairobi unasoma kwa campus nyingine, like you don't have to worry about anything. But most of the people wenye tunakuja abroad ni wenye like financial support ni 50-50, like una work ulipe fee ama una get, like so time yenye itakuwa tu ngumu ni ile time yenye unasoma, time yenye uko na financial issues. But then after studies and then now uko na this free time, like this few years zenye unaweza fanya kazi, like life is so good, like unafanya tu job, at least you're able to pay rent, because pesa unapata ni kubwa, unaweza lipa rent, unaweza tuma pesa home, unaweza fanya shopping, you can do anything. So the only hard part ni hiyo part ya wewe kukuwa student na wewe kulipa fee na wewe kulipa rent. So many things going on. So if you have a business in Kenya and it's doing really good, mimi naona unaweza employ mtu aendelee kukufanyia your business, ukuje uteseke your 1 year as a student, of which your 1 year, towards the end of your 1 year hautateseka. Like your 1 year unatesekanga tu kwa mwanzo, and then uko mwisho, like we have so much free time literally. Kuna points unamaliza course na uko na 2 months za free. Hiyo 2 months unaweza fanya kazi full time, na ukifanya kazi asubuhi mchana, like life is good literally. So not unless unaweza acha biashara yako fine na uko willing kuvumilia hiyo time ya kuteseka kidogo when you're doing your masters, because life after your school abroad, life ni poa, like life is good, really good, siwezi atoa danganya. So not unless uko willing to sacrifice your business, ukuje uteseke 1 year and then reap fruits uko. Like hizi vitu si haraka haraka, by then lazima ukue patient. So kama uko willing kuwa patient hiyo time ya kusoma, well and good. But if your business is doing really good in Kenya, I'd suggest we work hard too, put everything to your business, effort, nini, like give it your all, na niko sure itakupea the same fruits zenye abroad ingekupea, literally. Yeah, but the only good thing about abroad ni once umalize shule na upate jobs zingine, you can literally make so much money na uendelee kusponsor your business yako. So that's now up to you. If your business is doing good, we ngangana na business yako, do everything you can, business yako ikuwe prosperous, and then abroad ikuange tu for trips. Unaget, abroad ikuange tu trips. But kama like unataka pesa, kuja uvumilie tu your time ya kuwa student, and then hizo zingine urip baadaye. How much roughly for a masters, and is it okay tumejibu yo? So your price ya masters ni uko 1.5 and above 2 million and less. 1.5 and above 2 million and less. Is the coursework harder and graded higher than in Kenya? Actually coursework ni rahisi tukilinganisha na ya Kenya, because Kenya you have to like cram answers uingie exam ujibu utoke. Huku tunapewa assignment, unaenda nayo home, copy wapi, peana mtu akufanyie, as long as you submit siku ya deadline yako. But then I thought hiyo ni rahisi because like hii kitu. But then I thought like that's easy because unapeleka assignment nyumbani, una research nini, but inakuja na laziness, sijui mbona, because bado nafanyanga last minute. So the coursework is easier, but then it requires so much research, like literally huku wana take seriously hizo mabitu za referencing, research, umetoa wapi point, so like hata uwezi copy in piece, because ukicopy lazima ukumbuke umetoa kwa kitabu gani, like, but literally you take away your assignment, so unaweza fanya, unaweza kota iko relaxed. Graded ni the same too, I think, because 50 and above ni pass, so same way kulikuanga na 50 and above ni bima ama ilikuwa nini, like 50 and above ni pass kwenda juu, and then hizo zingine ni fail. How much is living expenses monthly? Tumeshasema like budget 150, ama ukikushikana sana budget 100, but tutajifinya. Is it really worth it? What's the biggest advantage? The biggest advantage is at least utakuwa na a degree from like an education system yenye iko perfect, like hizi countries zote UK states education system yao ziko legit. So I think just having a degree from your university yenye uko nayo itakuwa a big plus ukitafuta jobs in the near future, probably utakuwa na, not unless utakuwa na high chances. And then also for sisi wenye we don't really matter kenye tunafanya, the money is also good once you finish your studies, like literally the money is good, like especially if you're planning na vitu za home, like if you're planning to invest back home, if you're planning to do something back home, like hizo ma currency changes, like pounds to Kenyan money, dollars to Kenyan money ni poa. So the money is good after umemaliza kuteseka, you get, after umemaliza kuteseka. So you have to teseka first as a student before ukuje urip, literally rip what you sow. Mvumilivu ulambivu, mtakacha mbungoni sharti ya inawe, hizo ndio. Yeah, but so that's the thing. What happens if you get abroad and defer school? Thing is, it's a school, you can defer school, but you're an international student, your visa is valid for a specific period of time. If you defer school, that means it affects your visa, because visa yako inaweza isha na hujamaliza shule. That means you will also need to extend your visa, which might be a problem, or which inaweza kupea complications. So what I suggest, if you're an international student and your visa ni student visa, just use the student visa for student activities, maliza uende, not unless like it's a big reason yenye hatuwezi avoid, like kama mashida home, kama mental issues, you can defer, yes, but most of the time it will likely affect your visa, because visa yako unapewa tu for a specific period yenye unasoma. So chances are high to affect your visa, and you will need to renew the visa which you'll need to give a reason. But deferring, people defer school. I mean, una defer to you give out a reason, shule yako itaamua kama ita accept your reason ama yeah. But uko una defer na unaambia shule you're deferring, like it's a process as well, but you can definitely defer. Apart from finances, what can I expect moving to Switzerland? Akuna, life is good abroad, honestly. Hata I won't lie to you guys. Asiati akuna, of course kutakuwa na culture shock, and then kutakuwa na, like realize to maisha pia ni busy, like abroad watu watawa have fun hivyo, like people are so busy, so kama uko relaxed itabidi kwanza umechangamka kwanza, and then it's so loneliness itakuua, ndio maana inabidi ushikilie mtu kabisa, umwambie wewe ni lazima tukue wawili. So most of the time people are lonely, people are not happy because they're just focusing on work, study. So what you know to expect ni, I think culture shock too, na unlike Kenya watu wanachangamka friend, watu wanachangamka, especially watu wenye si from Kenya, watu wanafanya kazi. Si ati watu wenye si from Kenya, especially watu wenye sio wa hiyo country yenye unaenda, like sasa kama unaenda Switzerland, watu wenye si wa Switzerland au watakuwa wametulia, nyinyi wengine mtakuwa mnachapa kazi ka nonsense. But generally the whole experience of studying abroad, as long as like hauna mashida za kufanya kazi nini, the whole experience is supposed to be fun, it's supposed to be, you know, like exciting and whatnot. But most of the time tunajifinya tena juu, I don't know, but it's actually a good experience. Inaku open up to so many things, inakupea some sort of discipline yenye haujawahi experience, alafu unakuwa too motivated in life. Me actually, as much as kuna mateso, I'd want people to come, because especially kama uko na mashida Kenya, sio mashida like financially, especially kama haujielewi na kama uko a little bit lost, kama haujajigundua vizuri, you're trying to discover yourself, ebu kuja uko itakushape into your into that version that you want. Is study manageable? It's very manageable, yes, as long as you plan your time well nini. But let me tell you guys, huku students wanachapa kazi mad, like and then the biggest advantage ni you get your degree, you get to be in a place where currency yao ni bigi, and then currency ya Kenya si hivyo bigi, so ukituma pesa home ni poa. So literally unaweza chapa kazi 1 year 2 years ukafunge na urudi home, kama ulikuwa unataka kuishi home, like ungangane tu ufanye kazi 2 years na urudi home. Sasa unajua nini, hii kamera yangu imeanza kubo sasa because I've been recording for a whole anyway, so like unaweza fanya kazi 2 years ukafunge na urudi home, kama ulikuwa unataka kuishi tu Kenya, like 2 years inaweza kufanya ununue kitu kidogo pale ufungue biashara kidogo na urudi home tu uendelee kuishi ile maisha ulikuwa unataka. So I think that's it. Kuna mtu anasema hiyo living expenses monthly and how many jobs can support that. Wacha nikwambie, hiyo 20 hours unaweza pata tu unafanya kwa kazi moja. Like 20 hours ni kidogo sana. 20 hours ni siku mbili. Get like hiyo kitu ya 20 hours as a student, especially in the UK, ni very serious, not unless sasa uingie sijui aje chini ya maji. But all in all, like this abroad thing, the only problem ni hiyo part ya like the fee is so much. So ukisha maliza tu story na fee, let me tell you, life is good, but apart from weather and whatnot, maisha ni poa. So ni tu part ya fee ndio inapea watu stress, and then ukipata ni wewe ndio unajilipia fee, like unafanya kazi, unajaribu kusoma late nights, hata hauna marafiki because you're really trying to work hard. So hapo ndio itaanza kukusumbua akili, and then hapo ndio unapata watu wako na depression, watu wako lonely, watu tu wako na mashida. So if you really don't want to be in that position, just try sorting out your finances fast. Ndio ukikuja huku life ikwe you're working, at least ukiona pesa unajua ni pesa yako, you can buy things, you can, unaweza enda out na marafiki, you can use it for your, unaweza hata tuma home for fun, but the bigger part ni to part your school fees. Once it's sorted, let me tell you, life is good. So hiyo tu ndio siri actually, just sort your fee first, hizo zingine zitakuja hapa zijipange. Na sisi ni wa Kenya, I mean we are so strong, like ni itatuzuia. So I wish you guys all the best. If there are any questions, be free to drop them down on the comment section, and I wish you guys all the best. Kama mko na maswali, just feel free to ask them huku chini. I'll be sure to answer them, and I'm gonna be doing so many videos about history na abroad, and mukuje tu tungangane. But all in all, life is good na una report you so. Anyways, thank you guys, and whoever is starting the process, whoever is thinking about it, all the best. In a way ni lazima tu to make it, come rain come sunshine, poverty, excuse me. Anyways, sawa sawa, I'm out guys. Please do subscribe to my channel na tutaongea in my next video. Period.